Hey team, as it is Sunday and I wanted these videos to be a little more inspirational and positive, I'm going to talk a little bit more about if you are going through things at work, whether it is harassment, bullying, retaliation, just some tips on what you can do to protect yourself, especially if you have to go to the unemployment office and contest unemployment, because when you get fired for cause, you don't get unemployment. And if you've been following along, you know I was like, I knew why I got fired, so I contested it and ultimately got unemployment. So while you're going through these things at work, start writing a journal. As soon as things start happening, get your journal out, go buy a journal, whip out an old one, whatever you have to do. Keep dates and times of conversations, things that people said to you, said around you, said about you. Take note of meetings that you had and just document, document, document. Also, when it comes to emails, save your emails, print them out even, because companies do have technology to where they can retract your emails, even if you're emailing yourself things to your personal email. They do have technology to retract those emails. So not only send yourself emails, but print them out as well. Make a whole file and just save your emails, print your emails, and keep track of that. A better way to even take that to the next level is recap every meeting that you have. So say you have a meeting with your boss where they talked a little crazy to you, or they accused you of something, or there's things going on. Email that to your boss, CC HR if you'd like to, but just know HR is not your friend. So just be cognizant of where you work and what your HR department is like. Um, but send that to yourself. Also, blind copy if you feel like you need to blind copy, but send them to yourself and print them out and recap the conversation that was had. Recap the conversation, what was said, recap anything that you walked away from that meeting with, send it to your boss, CC it to yourself, blind copy yourself if you feel like they'll think that's weird so they can't see it, and copy it to HR if you feel like you can trust your HR department. Another thing that you can do is, if you feel like you're being retaliated against, like I said, write down and document what happened and then how you started being treated after an incident happened, and just take note of that. That way, if you have to go to the unemployment office and if your employer tries to lie, or like me, if you're going through legal proceedings and people lie about things, you have documentation to back up what you're saying. So, for example, as I started going through things at work and I was very aware of what everyone was trying to do on my team, I started documenting, printing out emails, sending myself emails, but I also started to, I lost track of my thoughts real fast. Sorry about that. It happens. That's one of the things I go through now. Um, Out of stress, sometimes things will just blank off of my mind. But, oh, annual reviews and quarterly reviews. Whatever your workplace has, whether it's an annual review, quarterly review, print those out and keep those as well. Like, for example, with my legal process, there were a lot of rumors and lies made up about me, a lot. Like, I was aggressive and attacked people, wasn't good at my job, I was incompetent, all kinds of lies. But I also have my annual review and my quarterly review that say the complete opposite. So those types of things are very important. Any conversations that you have about promotions, wanting a promotion, your annual review, quarterly reviews, keep those, email them to yourself, but print them out as well. I think if you do that and you document in emails, if you have conversations with HR, make sure you document the conversations that you're having with HR and what was said to you. And again, email that to yourself and print those emails out as well. And always keep track of your quarterly reviews, your annual reviews. That way, when people try to make up lies about you, you have documentation and proof that that's not what's true, or that didn't happen. And more importantly, take note of your journal. Write about how you're feeling, write about what was said, how it made you feel, write about all those things and keep track of it and keep that close as well. I hope that helps. Bye.